Welcome back to Sudden Urge Kitchen. Today we're taking brunch and making it appetizers. We've got crispy loaded hash brown bites, sausage wrapped in golden crescent dough with country gravy for dipping, and fresh honey-lime fruit skewers. Preparing 3 appetizers does have the potential to create a lot of work, so we're using a few smart shortcuts along the way to keep things easy without sacrificing the good stuff. Because brunch should feel a little special, but it shouldn't take all day to make. Sorta-scratch, fully satisfying, that's the Sudden Urge Kitchen way. Let's get started. First, I'm dicing up some ham for our loaded hash brown bites. Add the ham to a skillet with just a little oil over medium-high heat and let it cook until those edges get nice and browned and crispy. Mine took about 5 or 6 minutes. Next up is our fruit. I'm using a melon baller on some honeydew, and here's a little tip. Don't throw away the juice that collects while you're doing this. We're going to use that later. This was so fun to do, I can see more melon balls in my future. For the skewers, I'm alternating those honeydew balls with red and green grapes. Make as many or as few as you need, depending on how many people you're feeding. Now for our sausage bites. Unroll a tube of crescent roll dough and cut the dough into strips so it's easier to wrap around the sausages. I'm using fully cooked breakfast sausage links here, another one of those little shortcuts that makes this whole spread easier. Just spiral a strip of crescent dough around each sausage, place them on a baking sheet, and bake at 375 degrees for about 16 to 17 minutes, or until the dough is beautifully golden. While those are in the oven, I'm putting full-size frozen hash brown patties into the air fryer. I'll leave a link to the air fryer I use down below if you want to check it out. And here's another one of those shortcuts I promised you. I'm using a packet of country gravy. Just prepare it according to the package directions, bring it up to a simmer, and let it cook with an occasional stir until it thickens. Mine took about 5 minutes once it got going. Meanwhile, we flipped the hash browns so we'd get them nice and crispy on both sides. Now, remember the honeydew juice we saved earlier? I'm mixing a little of that with some honey to make a quick drizzle for our fruit. Once the skewers are arranged on the platter, drizzle the honey and juice mixture right over the top. Then finish everything with fresh lime zest. The honey, juice, and fresh lime together is so good, and it takes an ordinary fruit skewer and makes it quite something. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're always finding a new craving to make happen around here. Once the hash browns are golden and crispy, cut each one in half and arrange them on an oven-safe tray. Top each piece with some shredded Colby Jack cheese and that crispy ham we made earlier. Then pop them under the broiler just until the cheese melts. Keep an eye on them because this happens fast. Mine only needed about 2 or 3 minutes. Once they're plated, finish each one with a dollop of sour cream and some fresh chives, or leave them as is for your guests to dress how they like. And just like that, brunch is officially appetizers. We've got sweet and fresh honey-lime fruit skewers, crispy, cheesy, loaded hash brown bites, and warm crescent-wrapped sausage with country gravy for dipping. A few easy shortcuts, 3 completely different bites, and a brunch spread that looks like you worked a lot harder than you actually did. Thanks for hanging out in the kitchen with me today. When the craving hits, we make it happen.